Hi, my name is Kate. This is my channel, Chapter Kate. Today I'm going to be doing a used book haul. What is happening up here? Trying to be extra. Get out. If I sit up straight enough, my bangs will be off the screen. You can't see that. Sneaky. Today I'm going to be doing a used book haul. There is a local bookstore near here called Mr. K's. They have used books, CDs, vinyls, VHS tapes, random things, and we took a bunch of our books there recently. Most of the books that we took there were ones that we already had like duplicates of, or books that I just didn't want anymore. So it wasn't enough to really do like an unhaul video, so I didn't. But we took them there, we got some store credit, and then we picked up a bunch of books because we have no self-control. When we walked in the door, the first thing that we noticed was like a couple of carts of books, and they had papers attached to them saying that they were from Robert Jordan's collection. Robert Jordan wrote the Wheel of Time series, and he passed away recently. He lived in Charleston, South Carolina, and I live in South Carolina, so someone had gotten kind of part of his personal library collection and had sold it to this bookstore. So the first books I'm going to talk about are from his personal collection. So the first two are books that my husband picked out. One is a Gaelic dictionary. It's a Scottish Gaelic, I believe, dictionary. And it's really cool. It's actually got some illustrations in it and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. And that was from his collection. Has language written in it with a check mark. I wonder if that's his handwriting. I don't know. That goes in our language section. The next one is a book on Irish battles, a military history of Ireland. And this was in his collection as well. And it's just what it says. It's pretty basic. And then the two books that I got from his collection are an Exaltation of Larks, and it's basically an entire book of plural names for groups, and I was so excited about this because I've always been really tickled by the kind of plural names for like birds and everything, and after reading Nod I got really even more excited about it because it was like an unkindness of ravens or whatever, a murder of crows, and I got really I became more interested in the words behind those. So this is just all plural words, and I thought it was kind of cool. It even has music ones. It's divided into different sections. A gallery of rogues. A threatening of courtiers. A crash of rhinoceroses. I don't want rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses. And then the last book that I got from his collection was this creepy book, but you know, writers are weird. I've written before, and some of the things I've researched were just like, what kind of knife wound takes the longest to die from? Things like that. It's terrible. So I got this one, Interrogation, a complete manual by Burt, Rapp. This book freaks me out because it's got like body language, simple things like that. And I love that I opened to this and it just had this dude like flipping me off. It's great. And then you go further and it's got sharp instruments and creepy, really creepy. But it's fascinating, so I thought this will be valuable just in case I ever write some torture. And then I have two graphic novels that my husband picked out, and they are so heavy. Ugh. And they are the first two Walking Dead graphic novels, and these things are hefty. So we've been watching the show since it kind of came on TV. We don't watch like Fear the Walking Dead, but we watch the regular Walking Dead. And so these bad boys were so much cheaper than you would get them normally. Oh my god. I need to film like a book workout video where you just lift up The Walking Dead. I got Dean Koontz Velocity. This is a book I've talked about a couple times, so I don't really want to talk about it again, but I will. If you're gonna twist my arm. Basically it's a guy who tries to be really hands-off in the world. He starts getting letters telling him if he calls the cops, that the person's gonna kill this guy, and if he doesn't call the cops, then the person's gonna kill this guy. And it ends up being this whole mystery. He's trying to figure out who it is, but he can't go to the cops because either people will die or he'll be framed for it. And the whole time you're also finding out more about his mysterious past. I loved it. And then we have Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. This one was only $5 for this nice hardback. It was like new condition. It's the same characters and setting as The Shining. Speaking of Shining, it's very shiny. You can tell because it's got red rum on the back here with all my fingerprints. And it looks like there's like a creepy group of people here, and it's like still haunted, and it's got all the same kind of elements as The Shining. However, it's always kind of hard to tell with the synopses of like scary mystery books because they're always kind of vague. But it looks like there's like a group of people there that are sort of creepy, and he's got to work his way around that situation. And then we have Under the Dome by Stephen King. This entire new hardback was $8. And this is about basically a city that a dome sort of just appears over, and they're all trapped inside, and they have to sort of develop their own organization. Some real weird stuff goes down. And there's apparently some kind of like a group of people trying to control the whole thing, and it's a very long book, so I'm glad they made it into a show and not a movie, because there's no way they could have covered this whole thing in a movie, or at least not one movie. Dang it, Stephen King. And that's all I've got for my used book haul. We did a lot better going to there than we usually do going to Barnes & Noble, because it was so much cheaper, and also there's a smaller selection. And I feel like we also got to support a local business, which was nice. So, if you'd like more of this junk, subscribe below. Bye!